Melanie and Byron, we are on I-55 near Frontage Road, and that search is over because that is Vincent McGee right there in police custody. They just took him into custody. Let me give you a little bit of perspective of how this arrest just happened. These woods right here, he was hiding in these woods. Not to mention on the other side, that's a neighborhood. And our news car was sitting right on the other side. We saw police spin out, coming out here. They drug him out of these woods right here. Vincent McGee now in custody. We are learning so much more about this case. We are here on Spice Road, Highway 49, just on the side of me, but down this dirt road is where police found that suspect. He led them all the way down into Simpson County from Reagan. This is exclusive video. May God have mercy on your sin-sick souls. Those were the words of James Craig Anderson's sister as she addressed the three men responsible for her brother's death in court today. Ole Miss football coach Hugh Freeze is under fire after a notice of NCAA allegations were released last week. Back in January, his program was accused of violating the rules. It's no secret Jackson has infrastructure problems, but the city announced today the Department of Public Works Director Keisha Powell has resigned. Drive down a Jackson Road and you'll most likely hit a pothole or see some kind of water leak. It's a problem handed down from one administration to another. Current Mayor Tony Yarber says Jackson's infrastructure is still an emergency to him. So we're breaking down the city's plans to rebuild a bold new city, starting with your money, that 1% sales tax increase. Developing overnight, a 17-year-old is recovering after police say someone shot him in the leg. It happened on Winterview Drive. Police say someone drove by and shot the teen in his yard. The Jackson Public School District is working to attract qualified teachers with a job fair and a signing bonus. As WJTV's Margaret Carter reports, this comes after city council members called a special meeting earlier this week to address the lack of teachers in the school system. Dozens of concerned community members gathered to pray today for nonviolence at Terry High School. Did you kill Ricky Saxton?
Did you kill Ricky Saxton?
I did not. Did you kill him?
I don't know. Ask him.
Johnny Mac Brown did not confess to our cameras.
Get out my face, dude.
But Sheriff Jake Sheriff says he did confess to the murder of Ricky Saxton. Did you escape police custody yesterday?
I don't know nothing about that either.
So he was in custody yesterday for questioning. How did he manage to get out?
That I cannot explain. I have no incline on what happened yesterday over at the city jail. We were just informed of it, that he had escaped.
Just yesterday, authorities had Johnny Mac in custody. He then escaped, but how he did it is still unclear. Now he's behind bars. Brown's mother and aunt turned him in this afternoon. Not only that, Brown's wife, Shantina, is also behind bars, charged with capital murder along with conspiracy and armed robbery.
It's been a long time coming, and Calvin knew who did it all the time, but they had to get the evidence and everything, so I feel real good about it. I hope they get what they deserve.
Ricky Saxton's family is now finding closure since 2013 when the 57-year-old was shot in the head.
I want to say one thing about my buddy Ricky. He was a comical, easygoing guy. He got along with everybody. He didn't deserve any of that. He was just so great.
Melanie, we are here in Marks. Lots of damage in this area, including this home behind me. The storm went right through the center of it, and one man was inside. He walked away without a scratch.
I parked my truck and I come through the utility room. I come through right there before all that stuff was down, obviously. And I come through here and I got in the bathtub.
And all this was on top of you?
Yes, ma'am. It all came on top of me.
Chance Gamble is lucky to be alive.
If I have a scratch on me, it's because I was holding on to a baseboard that had a nail in it.
Was there a point where you thought, I'm going to die?
Well, I was trying to find stuff to hold on to just in case it tried to take me up, but I mean, it crossed my mind. But like I said, man, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
Wasn't your time to go?
I guess not.
This is what's left of his Quitman County home. His truck is damaged. The Christmas tree now in a pile of debris.
And I was praying, but I mean, everything goes through your head. It's crazy.
Other homes in the area were also damaged in the severe weather, and while his home is gone, everyone in Chance's family is safe.
At least we all still get to celebrate Christmas.
And Melanie, with all of this devastation around, the homeowner tells me he feels like the richest man in town because so many people in the community have come out to help him and his family. In Quitman County, Malary Pullen, WJTV 12. Jalen Young and Mohammed Daklala. She says the two lived a life of privilege, very bright, very educated, and are accused of supporting one of America's top enemies, ISIS. Mr. Young, is there anything you would like to say in your daughter's defense? Do you believe that she has any ties to ISIS whatsoever? Stunned silence from the parents of Jalen Young as they walk out of the federal courthouse in Oxford. Inside, the judge denied bail for both Young and Mohammed Daklala. Young is the daughter of a Vicksburg police officer. She and Daklala attended Mississippi State University. Magistrate Judge S. Allen Alexander said, quote, "A life of privilege has insulated them from reality." Ken Coughlin is Young's defense attorney. He had very little to say about the case. Have you ever had a case like this before?
Not like this. I think this is a new one for everybody.
Prosecutors say Young and Daklala communicated with undercover FBI agents who posed as ISIS supporters. Those conversations started this past spring. In court, the prosecution claimed Young was vocal on social media, cheering on the murder of those 5 service members killed in the Chattanooga shooting. They even said Young tried to recruit her younger sister. The case will now go to a grand jury. If convicted, the pair could face a minimum of 15 years in federal prison each. In Oxford, Malary Pullen, WJTV News, Channel 12. Thousands of Ole Miss students are rallying behind their chancellor, Dr. Dan Jones, hoping that the IHL board will renew his contract.
We stand with Dan! We stand with Dan!
He has thousands of student supporters and even his own Twitter hashtag. Ole Miss students are fighting for their chancellor's job. Dan Jones's contract is set to run out in September.
I stand with Dan because I think that he's done a tremendous amount of good for our university.
He's created an environment on campus that students want to be here.
It's being called one of the largest student-led events in Ole Miss's history. Students pressing the IHL board to reverse their vote and reinstate the chancellor for another 4 years.
I think it would be foolish of them and short-sighted not to take seriously what they're hearing around the state and what they've heard from the people here today.
On Tuesday, the Ole Miss Faculty Senate passed a resolution asking for the Board of Trustees to renew the chancellor's contract. It's that move and today's protest Jones says he's so proud of.
I am so proud of our students. So grateful for our alums who are stepping up, both the formal support and the informal support. This is a remarkable university. I love this place, and I love the Ole Miss family.
Many students here at Ole Miss.
And while the news that the chancellor's contract won't be renewed isn't sitting well with students, it's causing an uproar with alumni threatening to pull millions of dollars from the university.
And whether I'm here or not, I'm going to be encouraging you to support Ole Miss financially.
We won't let this decision stand!
And even though it's a disappointing time, the highly supported chancellor isn't losing his school spirit.
Ole Miss is calling.
Wherever we land, we'll always be Ole Miss fans.
When I asked Dr. Jones if he had talked to any of the board members about renewing his contract, he said he could not comment. But we will continue to update you on this story as information becomes available. In Oxford, Malary Pullen, WJTV News, Channel 12. May help the farmers out too. They may need it.
Oh yeah, definitely, because we haven't had a lot of rainfall so far this year, so.
And I need some tomatoes.
So we gotta.
Yeah.
Do you grow tomatoes too?
No, I don't grow them, but I go to the farmer's market and I need some green tomatoes so I can make some fried green tomatoes. I think the rain helps decide who are the real football fans and who are the fair weather fans.
Ah, see what you did there.
Oh, it's Friday. Hallelujah. All right, thanks, Teram. Well, it is 5:14. Let's see how traffic is moving along Interstate 20 in Jackson.
Yeah, what do you think about that royal baby? Charlotte or Alice? You have a
Charlotte Elizabeth Diana. That's what they're going to name her. Charlotte Elizabeth Diana of Cambridge.
Okay.
Got some insider information on the iPad over there?
It sounds like a very royal name indeed.